And we are live. Hey guys, David here with the Whiskey Rebellion. How y'all doing? Thank you guys for joining me. Got Mark and Gino. Rob is on his way. Hopefully he's having some computer issues. But happy Monday. Nobody likes a Monday, but happy Monday. Made it through the first day. I know it was a struggle for me, especially because I'm gonna start off by talking a little bit about Mother's Day, which was yesterday. Hope everyone celebrated the moms in their lives. I know you guys, I'm sure, did, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. But my fiance, her love language is acts of service. If people are familiar with different love languages, and all I can say is I understood the assignment, and I am very tired today. Okay, so that's me. What are you guys drinking tonight, Gino?
Bourbon.
Good job. I also understood the assignment.
No, actually, I was grasping around earlier this evening after I'd fixed dinner and stuff. What am I going to drink tonight? I had initially grabbed Holiday, the soft red wheat. And that's a delicious pour, but I just recently had that and talked about it on the show. Thought about going to Rocket Top, and no, talk about that a lot. And I look back over my shelves, and it's like, what have I not cracked lately? And I happen to glance at this Old Forester 1924. And I'm very glad I did. This is a very surprising bourbon. Very, very sippable. I mean, this is one you could sit here and sip on all night and not even realize it. It's a bottled and bond. It's a 10-year-old bottled and bond. It's 100 proof. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely delicious. I get, like I was telling you a little bit of this before the show. It was surprising on the nose. I get the aroma of like apple cider on the nose. I mean, it's just totally unexpected from what I was expecting from it. On the palate, I mean, I don't get any of the apple cider on the palate. It switches over, and it's kind of like cranberries with the tartness you get from, cranberries. I got that. I got a little hints of maple. There's a little tiny bit of maybe like, kind of like, I don't know, dust, oakiness, dust, something of that nature. But it's really very fleeting.
Oak dust.
For like, yeah, like, you're walking around, say someone's wood shop,
like pulp.
And you get that smell of the sawdust.
Okay.
And put that into a flavor. It's kind of like that, but very fleeting.
Gotcha.
But
okay.
For a 10-year-old product, I would have expected a lot more oak to shine through with the tannins and all that. I mean, I don't know. And the finish.
That's a 10-year.
Like,
okay.
Bam, it's gone. There is hardly any finish to it. Very little, if any, bite whatsoever for 100 proof. But
it's good to know.
If you can find it, pick it up.
Okay.
I wish I'd bought a second bottle.
Is it about the same prices as the other ones? Around 60? Is it higher?
Like it was when I picked this one up. Yeah, it was closer to about 100.
Oh dang. Okay.
Yeah, but I still wish I'd picked up a second one.
Who we got in the comments? We got Christine. I don't know if I know Christine. Christine says, "Hey, fellas."
She's come on before. She's here.
Okay. Well, welcome, Christine. Thank you.
Hi, lady.
I will read whatever you write, Christine. That's a fair warning to everybody. Yeah. Well, it's Christine. It's not Jack Frost. So.
That is
Christine, she doesn't have that reputation yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that sounds like a great drink, Gino. Fantastic. Rob, I'll give you a second to settle in. Mark, what are you drinking tonight?
Excuse me. So I did the what have I not had lately? And I pulled this Rebel pick from Sprayberry in Atlanta. You all know that's one of my favorite bottle shops in the U.S. Always do good picks. Oh, I forgot they had a sticker.
Damn it, Bobby. You're a rebel.
Damn, I forgot the sticker was on there. But
that's hilarious.
Good stuff. 113 proof.
Nice.
Excuse me. Sorry. Hope I caught that. But yeah, it's a damn good pour. It's a damn good pour. I probably hadn't opened this in at least a year, if not longer. Probably more like 2 years because there's a little hint of dust on it.
Gotcha.
That's kind of been a thing lately. I've been grabbing bottles I haven't had in a while. So like, what's that? week and a half ago, you guys were that Mark started talking about first. I was like, that's a different white label. So I pulled the white label I have, which is right here.
Uh-huh.
Still haven't opened that yet. I don't even remember when I got it. And I was like, hold on, I got an orange label. I pulled that one up. Oh, that was so good. So good.
Nice.
Christine, yes, it does.
Christine said that the sticker makes the bottle for sure, Mark.
Yes,
true.
it does.
It's true. You know,
I still can't find the other ball of hers, though. I got another one around here somewhere. I can't find it.
You can't, you know, that's an interesting problem to have.
Yeah, it's a blue label. So I don't know.
You got so many bottles, you can't keep track of them.
Yeah.
That's all right, though. That's all right. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, I got some echo there.
That was an interesting echo.
Rob, is it you?
Oh, Rob.
With the echo?
No, I don't know. Hey, man. Acting way funky. I don't
Where's that blue snowball?
It wouldn't let me plug. It wouldn't do anything with my headset, so I don't have a headset on right now.
Man, that's cool. We just appreciate you being here, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
it'll be all right. What are you drinking, Rob?
So
not enough, right?
I literally just cracked a Penelope.
Nice.
This is the Valencia.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yes. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Shit, my gosh.
I just literally took my first sip, so I can't give you my tasting thoughts yet, but we'll sit through it for a little bit.
But it's going down pretty good so far.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm drinking. I can't remember if I've talked about this on the show before. This is McConnell's Irish whiskey.
Okay.
And this was notable to me for a couple of reasons. One, it was cheap. I got this for like $28. I was like, oh, hey, that's cheap. I haven't had it before. I can't remember if I've had this on the show to talk about or not. Maybe I drink too much. I don't know. And it also has an age statement on it, which I don't normally find on Irish whiskeys. It's aged 5 years. And for something that I wouldn't even quite call it bottom shelf, but something that is on the lower end, you know, it being cheap compared to like a proper 12 or a Sexton or
Teelings.
Maybe not Teelings, but like a lot of those like lower tier kinds of Irish whiskeys. This to me tastes miles ahead. Honestly, I would get this again.
So you're saying it's not proper 12, right?
It's not proper shit. No, it's this is actually quite good. I would recommend this to anybody. Like if someone wanted to try Irish whiskey for the first time, I'd be like, get this. You won't be upset at what you're investing in it, and it's a good way to find out whether or not you're going to like Irish whiskey without hurting yourself. Yeah, it's really good. As you can see, I haven't even had this that long, and you know we're down pretty low. And I'm in the season of watching all my bottles. The levels go down and down and down, and so this one's like, well, if I finish this, I can replace it, and it won't hurt my feelings too much.
There you go.
Yeah, I definitely recommend this one, especially for those of us like myself on a budget. It's a good one.
Nice.
Anyway, that said, so topic for tonight, I don't know if you guys saw it or not. Basically, just talking about Mother's Day. What'd you guys do? How'd you celebrate? Did you drink anything in accordance with it? Did you get her? Did you get the moms in your life something to drink? You know, what'd you do? What happened? How did we do collectively, gentlemen? Is what I want to know.
So for me, I say,
well, I'm good, Mark.
Mark, you first.
So, Mother's Day over the last few years is not as rough for me. I actually lost my mom in 2008.
Okay.
But Mother's Day was her day. She didn't give a shit about any other day except her birthday. It was Mother's Day and her birthday. Christmas, Easter, whatever. Her birthday and Mother's Day. Okay. So yeah, I didn't do anything yesterday. I kind of just chilled out, put my feet up. I did fold some clothes.
There you go.
Gotta do those things.
Yeah, I do that, and you know, I sent out a bunch of Mother's Day texts and messages, but yeah, I didn't do too much. Just chilled out. It actually wasn't a sad day, so I was cool.
Well, there you go.
Miss my lady though.
Dave, drink to that.
Drink to moms.
Yep.
I guess I'll go next. I'll give other people a minute. So, as I said, as I opened up, that My fiance, her love language is acts of service. If you guys are familiar with the different love languages, hers is acts of service. I understood the assignment. She needed to have a day where she could just chill, lay in bed, watch TV, and I do all the things. And that's how it went. Got up, went to the grocery store, which I don't normally go. The one that does the grocery shopping. Went to the grocery store, made breakfast, mowed the yard, shampooed the carpets in the house, and then myself and Chef Owen, a stepson, took point on this, made dinner for her last night, and made it was like a chicken breast stuffed with Boursin cheese and spinach, like mixed up kind of thing, kind of like a chicken cordon bleu, but it was Boursin cheese instead of the I'm probably mispronouncing it, instead of like Swiss or whatever. And he was all about it. Owen doesn't cook a lot, but he knows how. He's like, okay, here's what we got to do. Like, first we got to stuff it with this, and we need some kind of piping instrument, and then like, oh, we gotta do this on the stovetop first, and then we'll bake it. And I'm like, dude, where do you know all this stuff? I was super impressed with him. He really showed out his knowledge and skills and stuff like that. Turned out to be a great meal, and she really appreciated it. And I got to do that with him, so that was definitely fun for me. Nice little bonding moment there. But yeah, that was my day. Yeah, that's me, Rob. Sir.
I worked.
There you go.
I worked until like 1, 2 o'clock yesterday. I called the wife. I said, "Hey, happy Mother's Day. What are you doing?" She's like, "Nothing." I said, "Okay. Do you want to go to dinner?" "Nope." "Okay."
It's a bad day to go out to eat, honestly. Days like that always are, because everyone thinks, oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, let's go out to eat. You and 100 million other people. But
yeah. But I stopped and picked up some stuff and did some crab cakes and fingerling potatoes and fresh green beans for dinner last night with a little remoulade sauce. But didn't do much of anything. So
that
covers the day. She was happy. She didn't do anything. She went back to work today. She'll work the next 3, and then she's got 7 days down in Atlanta.
Very cool. Very cool.
But she will double check her before she goes to get on a plane. Get on a plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
What about Jody?
I said, yeah. Hopefully she doesn't run into Jody down there. Jody's on his way to Atlanta.
Is he
in flight presently? Yeah, he had a little kerfuffle at the airport. I won't.
Little oversight.
He didn't do anything wrong, really, but like.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, I hadn't been in the chat all day, so
no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's
go in the chat. You'll see what he did.
He got there. He couldn't take something with him on the plane. I guess he didn't realize it was still in his bag.
He left his rolls, huh?
Something like that.
He left his rolls in the bag.
But anyway, I won't put him out too much. But anyway, yeah. So Jody's probably in flight somewhere. Wish him safe travels. But anyway, Gino, sir, tell us about your Mother's Day.
Mother's Day was great. Called my mother. Well, waited till she got up, which was about midday or so, and gave her a call.
Nice.
And she's all excited. They're starting on the foundation for her new home.
Okay.
And they'll be starting on that sometime next week. So she's getting excited for all that stuff going on. And
awesome.
My wife, she got a few surprise presents that I picked up for her. She had no clue she was getting, and kind of made her day. But as far as cooking, you guys know I do the cooking here anymore, just about all the time. But I knew my daughters were coming up, my son-in-laws, my grandkids. So I decided I was making a meal for an army. So I did spaghetti with red sauce, made it all from scratch all the way up the sauce. I started it at about 10:30. We didn't eat till about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And it was spot on delicious.
Yeah, spaghetti is my weakness.
Yeah.
So
and it's the thing I like about it is this particular sauce I made. I use a little bit of red wine in the base when I'm browning the meat and sweating the onions into it with the garlic. I put a little bit of dry red wine in it to give it a little body, a little bit of tartness to it, and just build it from there. And it turns out really pretty good.
Nice.
That's what I made for 250 people tonight. homemade spaghetti and
this conversation's got me hungry. Shit, I wasn't prepared. I forget with you guys sometimes when you guys talk about food.
See,
come here for the damn food porn. And Christine, I think that is military Jody that we're talking about. She said, I thought for a minute you were talking about military in quotes, Jody, as in. I don't know if that's a dig on the fact that he's retired military or
he's something.
Oops.
Yeah, he is something. But yeah, it's Doc Bourbon on here. Yes.
Yeah.
That guy. Anyway. So yeah.
All right. So now that I've had a few sips.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? Valencia, you said, right?
Yes, Valencia. Very nice.
Okay.
So I believe it's a Naranja cask that it is finished in.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like an orangey kind of a thing. So you definitely get orange all over the place. You get zest. Citrus zest really on the orange side. You get a little bit of pepper in the middle. Definitely that mandarin zest is on the back side.
Okay.
Definite citrus up front, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of vanilla. But this is tasty. I wish I would have picked up 2 bottles when I bought this.
You know what it reminded me of when I was sampling mine was, do you remember the old dreamsicles?
Oh!
Dreamsicles.
Mm.
Or
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, James is here.
Hey, what's up, James?
There you go.
Here's
James, thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's been a minute. I remember him from a while back.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, James.
Good
to have you. Said, what's up? He says, what's up, fellas? So he gets it. He understands. I'm going to read whatever he writes. For a while. For a while, anyway. I gotta watch myself. Anyway. Yeah. So other than Mother's Day stuff, I actually went to. Well, here's a question: has anyone else been able to see the aurora? I don't know if you guys have seen like news articles about this, but in Tennessee, apparently for like I guess the rest of this week, like we can see, I guess the aurora borealis at night, but like kind of not really. Like if you take a picture like with your phone or whatever, you can kind of see where it's lit up, kind of different colors. But like just looking at it, you can't really tell. I also have a lot of light pollution here, so I haven't had as much luck. But I got to hang out with some people that live out in the sticks. When I say, had our disagreements. Did you have to move on? Oh, hell yeah.
That's Jody.
James, you know how many disagreements I've had with Jody over there?
That's Jody.
That is. I like the spelling, though, of Jody. I dig that.
Jody.
Jody.
I think we're moving for an official name change for Jody to Jodi.
Hey, Jody. That. Hey.
That is hilarious.
Anyway.
Oh my. But yeah, so I've seen some pictures of the aurora, and I was like, kind of look at the sky at night, and it looks like a little like pink purplish, a little bit maybe, but like you can't really tell. But I have seen some other folks have gotten some good photos of it because they sticks without all the light pollution.
I reposted some pics from up at our camp, from my YMCA camp that they got that were really good. I think I just got a little too much light pollution around where I am that you really can't see it that well. And it was the last couple of nights been it's been okay during the day, but it clouds up at night, so I'm not seeing a whole lot.
Yeah. We actually tried this weekend, like Saturday night or whatever. We set an alarm for like it's supposed to be like a good view of it at like 4:30 in the morning or some crazy crap. And Janie set the alarm. My fiance Janie set the alarm and then got up, and I was basically like dead to the world. I was basically let me know if it's any good, and maybe then I'll get up. I think I just went back to sleep, honestly. But she told me later that like you couldn't really see nothing, so that's too bad.
My brother-in-law got some awesome pictures of it, but yeah, we slept right through it because it was like, yeah, no, I've seen it before. It's like, yeah, no, but he got
pretty faint purple sky.
Yeah. If I could really see it with the naked eye, like, and just look up at the sky and see it, I'd be all about that. Like, I would get up at any hour. But like, if it's what I've seen so far, then like,
yeah. And if there's any kind of cloud cover too, it tends to screw it up. It fades it out. It just kind of like mutes the colors. But he was able to get some very nice pictures of it, and yeah, they're pretty spectacular.
Gotcha. So
I'm kind of jealous that I missed it, but yeah, I don't miss missing my sleep that narrow. Yeah, getting my sleep in that night.
For sure. Yeah, there's supposed to be a couple more nights this week that it's still going to be kind of visible, but
You're saying this summer because of what the sun is going through, phase that the sun is going through, it's a good year for aurora. It's going to travel much further south than normal than it would normally do. Yeah. The corona explosions, those jets that it sends off, are supposed to be more intense.
Huh.
So this probably won't be the last opportunity we have to check it out this year.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, I honestly have to admit ignorance. I have no idea like why that's even a thing. Like what is the aurora and why we can see it? I have no idea.
It is
the magnetic field. It's a disruption of the magnetic field.
It is the CMEs that are ejected by the sun in its chemical reactions that are injected through space. It hits our atmosphere and it glances over it. And when it comes in contact with it, it produces the glow, kind of like a heating type of glow. And just depending on the various chemicals at the time, it's part of the CME, is the colors that you get. Typically, they're going to be a bluish, yellowish, greenish in that tinge. But this was such a large CME injection that you got the purples and the reds because it just carried different compositions with it, and it was more intense.
That's wild.
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
It's really cool stuff.
Hell yeah. James said the lights were awesome in Wisconsin. I'm guessing he's up that way down there.
Yep.
But
yeah, that's a good intensity up that way.
Yeah, and he said Mark's t-shirt game always on point. Yeah, I agree with that. Can I go now? That's the first thing. The look on his face as soon as we started. He's like, "Can I go now?" Seriously.
You bastards talking about food. You know I'm hungry.
Yeah, I don't have to get something to eat.
I had gyros dinner tonight.
Dude, you should have been over here for Saturday's dinner. You would have loved that.
Yeah.
That's when I did those chicken thighs and skewered those.
Oh yeah, I saw those ones with bacon wrapped.
Those
look delicious.
Buddy. Put a nice little Cafe 305 glaze on the top of those to finish those off. Yeah, that was delicious.
Nice.
I can appreciate Mark whenever we do the after show. Mark is always making himself something to eat during the, and I'm really starting to appreciate why right now, because the way these two keep talking about food, I'm right? I might have to like take this shit to the kitchen. Like,
yeah. Yo, let me tell you how good my luck was today. So I told you I was rushing. I ran to Sam's. I was rushing to get back. I was like, oh shit, show. So I was like rushing. I wasn't sure if I had the time correctly. But I was just so it was like I'm rushing, so I didn't even have time to pull up the phone and look. Get back. So I said, well, hell, I don't feel like cooking, so I'll just grab a chicken, you know, those little whole chickens, rotisseries and Sam's and Costco.
Yeah.
So I grab one, come back. So I'm yanking stuff in and out, go to car, next load, come back. So I put the damn chicken on the trunk of my car, right? I was like, okay, it's in a little box. Come back. I was like, I just need 30 seconds. Open the door, put something in, fell over. Guess what? It fell over in the case.
Okay. As long as it stayed in the case, you're fine.
Yeah.
So okay. So there's no old Jew, but that's all right. I don't need chicken water, but that's all right.
No chicken water.
No chicken water. I got rotisserie water. That's all I care about.
There you go. Hilarious. Just take some of that stuff, shred it up, man. It'll be good.
Oh, I'm about to eat half that chicken when we get off of here. I did eat breakfast today.
Good job. Most important meal of the day. I actually never eat breakfast.
Except on weekends. Because of my calls.
I normally growl it out to lunch. I did eat good on Saturday. Actually, I actually went to the Tennessee Renaissance Festival they have here.
Okay.
It's about 30 minutes from the house. They have an actual castle that they built in the middle of Tennessee because there was some dude dreamed about having a castle since he was in high school and like started building it brick by brick. There's an actual frigging real castle, like off of 840 in Tennessee, and then they built like a fairgrounds around it and stuff like that. But the turkey legs, man, the turkey legs are on point. I don't know why they taste like ham because it's turkey, but like it's
smoking
delicious.
them, baby.
Yeah, I guess the way they smoke them. And I guess there's so much
smoking.
so much brine. Yeah, it's salt.
Yep.
It's probably
Make good brine
does that.
and smoke them.
And it's perfect marketing too, because once you eat one of those, you're gonna be thirsty as hell, especially on a hot day.
Yep.
And yeah, so they sell the drinks too, of course, for lots of money.
Of course.
But yeah, ate good. Got to see a lot of people dressing ridiculous. And the jousting, which is always my favorite thing, is they'll do what they kind of run at like rings and stuff like that, but then they hit each other.
Oh,
And when they hit each other, it's real. Like I have seen people, it didn't happen this year, but I have seen people get like knocked all the way like off their fucking horse, like on the ground, flat on their back and not getting up for a minute. Like
I'm a bust your ass and you get off your horse.
Because it's and the guy
you get flushed off a horse like that, man. That's gonna leave a mark, as they say.
it'll ruin your whole day, you know. I'm gonna get you back to that in just a second. James, want to know what nights are we broadcasting these days, or it's still kind of random? Sometimes it feels random, but Monday nights is normally our night for doing the show. So please tune in. Maybe we can get you back in VIP. I don't know, or care. Like, see if Jody's still bitter about whatever the hell happened 2 years ago. Like, I don't know. Let's see if it lets it go or not. But anyway, so back to the jousting. So the announcer said, because explaining all the mechanics of everything. So the horses weigh about 2,000 pounds each. The rider plus all their armor and equipment and all that stuff are about 500 pounds each. Like imagine just like existing at 500 pounds, and then you're getting on a horse and charging at someone to go in probably 30 miles an hour, right? So you got 2,500 pounds coming at each other like a head-on collision. And it is amazing to watch these guys take these hits in the first place. But I do like seeing people get knocked off their horse. I do.
That's kind of cool.
That's the whole idea.
It's the same troop, by the way, because I've been to the Ren Fair in Maryland, and it's the same troop that does it. But the lists in Maryland are much shorter, so they can't really get up to speed. Now, Maryland Ren Fair, it has their overall whatever is like they're set up. They have like permanent structures, and it looks more like a little village and stuff like that. There's more to do there. It's cooler than the one we have in Tennessee. But Tennessee has a castle, and they have longer lists for the jousting. So
it's funny. I never went to Maryland's only because the location is up in Westminster.
Yeah.
So
I've only been once, and that was like
more
than 10 years ago.
Are you familiar with Westminster?
Yes, sir. It's 2.5 hours, 3 hours from here.
So if you're familiar with Westminster, me being in Westminster at night. Right. If I don't have a gun on me, don't go. So,
is it like that? Because this is like out in the field somewhere. Like
that's exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Oh. Westminster is in the middle of, it's north of Baltimore, kind of between like Yorktown, but it's just desolate. It's nothing there. Back then, phone service was shot. It's like, no, I go up there to the computer shows and stuff that used to be up there at the fairgrounds, but otherwise.
Yeah, it's changed a bit, but
it was an unofficial sundown town.
Yeah,
60 miles from the nation's 60 miles from the nation's capital.
Yeah. No, I believe
there's also 60 miles south of the nation's capital.
You go 60 miles from any major city, and you probably found a sundown town.
Like, you see, I don't mind them here because we can play if you want to play. I don't live in DC anymore. We can play if you want to play.
Yeah, I hear that. James said, "Sounds good." By the way, yeah. If you and please tell your friends, like we're here cutting up, just talking shit about whatever. Like, feel free to chime in, or we have fun.
So I don't know if you guys. I was looking back in the chat. You all remember it? Chuck posted the Godfather posted about that Prohibition selections that are coming out from BT.
Yeah.
That pricing is ridiculous.
Pass. Hard pass.
I didn't catch it. What were they asking?
High as fuck.
$1,000 for the collection.
Yeah.
It's five.
Yeah,
It's 5 pre-pro names. It's not pre-pro juice, but one of them I know. I know the name. It was the Golden Wedding Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually a Pittsburgh-based distillery. There's Jonathan A. Finch.
Ooh.
And they sold that up until Prohibition, and the Shenley Distilling Company bought the name, and it went into they were a pharmaceutical distiller. During Prohibition.
Oh yeah. You could get a prescription.
Pharmaceutical, you get a prescription for
Ain't that like
and Golden Wedding was one
Medicinal
of the-
purposes.
There's a lot of stuff that's becoming legal because it started out as prescriptions, but we're not getting into weed. James said, "Good to hear you guys again." Yeah,
Nice
man,
to hear
James,
from you,
it's
James.
great. It's great to hear from you. We really appreciate you tuning in for real.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it's 5 bottles at $1,000. That's $250 a bottle, man.
Yeah, no.
And
you're
it's-
not
and
even
it's-
sure what's in the bottle, really.
Right. You don't know what's in the bottle. You don't know mash bills. You don't know. They're being pretty closed vest on age and mash bill, and that's strictly a cash. Like Chuck said, that is a cash grab.
Clearly too rich for my blood either way, but you have to wonder though, like you can't turn out a product like that at that price point and have it not be excellent, right? Because the blowback, I would think,
I'll
would be
give
tremendous.
Buffalo Trace credit. They don't generally put out bad products, and if they
No.
if they suspect something's going to be bad, they hold it up or stop it or whatever.
Yeah.
Put
But
it in
I'm
one of
not-
their lower branded products.
But
Get
unless
rid
I
of it.
find myself sitting on 100 million, I'm not messing with that.
Yeah, no.
Me neither. Seriously.
But yeah, it's way more than what I would even consider spending for that for 5 unknown bottles. Yeah, no.
No.
I guess it makes me wonder what would attract somebody to do that, to basically buy sight unseen at that price point.
Probably
Bourbon
because they're
Bros.
going to be, they're going to be very rare, and they're
Exactly.
trying to head off the secondary. It's going to be a limited run.
Yep.
So people are going to want to buy them. All the people that are chasing down those bottles to begin with, or chasing down those allocated bottles. They're going to think they're going to flip them for a profit because, this is special. Well, they just price themselves out. I can't even begin someone paying more than that on secondary for those.
Sure. I mean,
But someone will.
so
Somebody
I
will.
guess
That's the
that's
problem.
my thought. How well is that playing out? Because we've talked about this on the show for months and months. Honestly, at this point, is that a lot of these prices, especially for allocated stuff, has gone through the roof, and part of that is to make it no longer profitable to just buy and flip.
I think
Is that working? Like, I understand there's still plenty
I
of
don't-
secondary groups. Like, are they not just passing on the price hike and they'll turn
I
into more
think-
profits, or profits still worth the endeavor essentially?
I think the secondary market is at that point where it's you're going to see a little bit of a collapse in it. You won't ever see a complete collapse in it because you've always got you've always got that bourbon bro or that that who's gonna.
You want to say Tater?
Yep.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be nice.
Okay, well, Rob's being nice. Good job, Rob.
That it's you're not seeing even like a regular Buffalo Trace is not hitting the secondaries much anymore, and they're not getting, I think a Buffalo Trace in PA went up to $29.99.
Yeah, I think it crossed
So-
the border a bit.
I've seen it for 50 here.
And
The
they'll get
regular
yeah,
ass Buffalo
they're-
Trace. I didn't buy it, but I seen it.
Right?
I seen it. James says, "What do you guys think of Travelers? I was
Sweet.
underwhelmed.
Sweet.
Yes.
The newest offering I did like was a basil subtle smoke. Sorry if I'm off topic. No, dude, you're fine.
No. That's what we're here for.
It's a show where we're
Travelers
talking about
was
whiskey.
good for what it
know?
was.
Sweet.
My opinion, Travelers was good for what it was. Just a regular Tennessee whiskey.
Sweet.
No flash to it whatsoever, other than the name and the marketing they put behind it. But like any decent Tennessee whiskey, it fit the bill.
Yeah.
But it was surrounded because of the names that were connected to it. I think it was too much of an expectation from the audience is what really killed that, what soured people on it. The price point, I think it's a little bit too high for what it is, but it is what it is. They're making the buck, so what can I say about that?
Yeah, maybe that'll settle out. I don't know. It's like I would try Travelers.
I like all basil stuff except the which one was that? The wine one they did. What was that one? The dark rye?
No, I love the dark. That's one of my favorites.
The basil dark rye
wine one.
The basil. Yeah, it was port or something. I didn't. Yeah, you know what? I actually Annie let me try it. That was the first time I had it.
Oh yeah,
actually wasn't bad.
That's the one I didn't care for that one. I like the other ones. It's a solid.
I did try the subtle smoke at a bar. It's actually really good.
You know the one thing I would say with basil. Basil has I'm curious of their process because they have a way to make their bourbons. Whether you love them or hate them, like it, love it, whatever. They have a way to make their bourbons drink higher than 80 proof.
You think that of basil?
They drink hotter than it really is.
I guess I've. I mean, that's cool. I've not had that experience personally.
And I'm not a big.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
But they to me they drink hotter than they really are. I don't.
Yeah, because they're only an 80 proof. They're only 80 proof. Yeah, and I will agree with you on that.
Now I don't know if that's a gift and a curse because I got a couple of 115 proofs that drink like a damn basil. Like this right here is 113.
Yeah,
and this is Rebel. And Rob, this is a Sprayberry pick.
James. That is fire.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but basil, like I could go to a bar and get basil, and I can get a basil neat, and it's 80 proof, and I feel like I'm drinking something that's ball and bond. I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not a big basil guy, so
I do like the basil toasted. That's my
I'll
call that my guilty pleasure. The basil toasted was a guilty pleasure.
My favorite
James, that was funny as fuck, dude.
That was a good one. My favorite basil is the blue label, which you can't get anymore without paying. If you find it's an arm and leg. That blue Caribbean cast basil.
Oh, I never even heard of that one.
Oh my god.
No, I saw it, never picked it up. Yeah, it's like no.
Yeah, my dad and I killed that until we got down to like this. Was like shit. You kill it. No, you kill it. You kill it. No, you kill it. I kill it. No, you kill it.
Yeah.
So it's sat for a year. It's sat for a year like that.
Nice.
The other thing Chuck was talking about, the American single malts are hitting markets hard. And David, you would being the Scotch guy in the room.
Courage and Conviction.
This is the Courage and Conviction.
Oh, I've heard of that.
This is Virginia Distilling.
Okay.
I'm
going to hit it, my brother.
I kind of started sipping on this last week, and if you are not ready for that, and it's not a peaty Scotch.
Earthy.
It's that earthy Scotch tape.
So it's an unpeated Scotch.
Yes.
Unpeated Scotches are great. Don't get me wrong. I just also like the nasty. I get it. But like, this is who I am as a human being.
You can see it is a fairly light whiskey.
Yeah.
This is a light honey whiskey. But this has got like 8 years of age on it.
So wait, it can't really be a Scotch because it's not from Scotland, right?
No.
But it has like very characteristic of those. Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
But the Courage and Conviction has been putting out some really nice stuff that I've been reading. And I saw this, and I was somewhere in Ohio. And I'm like, all right, we'll give it a whirl. And again, it's quite tasty, but it is different than drinking bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
100%. It's a different beast.
It is a bourbon. It says it's a bourbon, but it's not that you're not getting those really strong vanilla caramel notes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's like the vanilla caramel oak that.
Dave, I got a bottle.
What?
Coming for you when I'm no longer poor.
Okay.
I'm poor right now, and I'm no longer poor.
Dude,
I got a bottle of scotch coming your way.
Dude, I've been poor, but so I feel that I feel your pain, man. I should rephrase. I've been broke. Like I'm not poor. Like I'm not gonna be on the street. I'm just broke money wise. But yeah,
it's all good. I'm getting ready to move to a fixed income. How about that?
Hey,
Not voluntary moving that way.
As long as you fix it well, sir. As long as you fix it well.
This is true. Rob, have you ever tried any of Pont Fay's stuff out of Somerset County?
No, but I've seen it, and I hear a lot of people talk really highly about it.
I saw that the other day, and I've been reading up on it and kind of looking at it. It's like
that may be one of those things where I go to their site, and since I'm in PA, they can ship to me.
They can ship here too. That's where I was. I was bruising it yesterday. I was like, yeah.
The other one up that way in Bedford is the Belle of Bedford that I want to try. That is supposed to just be a fantastic bourbon.
Is she cute?
It's not cheap. That's the problem.
I heard what you said, Mark.
No, that Pont Fay was. I thought it was rather reasonably priced.
You gotta ask.
You know.
Hey, the name is Bell.
I ain't mad at you. Man.
Don't you tell on me.
I wouldn't dare. It's not Georgia.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So, anybody got any exciting plans for the weekend? For this coming weekend?
For this coming weekend?
I don't even know what this weekend is.
I'll
be back in Georgia next week though.
This coming Sunday is my dad's birthday, actually.
Oh,
there you go.
So he'll be 71 or 2. I need to double check on that. But he's
my wife is. I'm dropping her off at the airport Thursday night. She'll be down in the ATL for a week, starting on Thursday.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I gotta send her to the two package shops and see what my boy Rocky can find for me. Yeah, they won't drive up there.
Bridge dropped a few. Marietta's too far for him.
Yeah, a little more than she wants to be. My granddaughters have recitals all weekend, so they're going down for dance recitals.
Now, if you want a store pick for that Rebel that's closer to you, head down to Ashbrook's there in Morgantown, because I've had the last 2 picks that they've had in that shop. Excellent.
No doubt.
The store picks that the guy over in Triadelphia does, smoker friendly and liquor plus. It's across the road from where Cabela's is and Wheeling. He's had some really nice store picks. I got Jody a couple of years ago. He had a 1792 full proof store pick that was phenomenal. I sent Jody a case when we got it.
Damn.
Nice, but
good shit. Yeah, the full proof of 1792 is really nice.
Oh man.
Yeah.
6 a.m. rolls around so quick these days.
Dude.
I wish sleep.
No, at work.
Gino, you and I are both like
at work by 6 a.m. Sorry.
That's what I clock into.
I'm not that far behind you, but yeah, my wake up is at 3:30. So I'm doing other
he's
things
even got me
before
beat.
I go out the door.
I don't complain when I get up around Gino.
No, I hear you. I'm on that.
For a few more months anyway, right?
No, dude, it's well, I might end up sleeping a little bit further, but you guys know my method now, and that's what's done for me. What it's done for me in the last 14 months. You know, I'm up at 3:30 in the morning and I'm working out. I'm on the treadmill this morning, and this is a beautiful thing. Since my surgery back in April, this last week and a half, I've been actually doing jogging workouts.
Nice.
That's how well that lady fixed my knee. I can actually jog again. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's a hell of a
Nice.
And
thing,
so
man.
usually by about 4:30, man, I'm just pouring down with the sweat. So yeah, it's all good. But I know what you're talking about, Rob. I'm not far behind you at 6 a.m.
aggressive
I'm
yet,
about
man.
20 minutes behind you, man.
Nice.
I may pop up at 3 for the overnight leak break, but I try to shut the eyes for another hour before I gotta roll. Doesn't always work. Didn't work so much Saturday. So I went to that Pirate game where Paul Skeens, they brought Skeens up, their number one draft pick from this past year.
Mm-hmm.
I missed when Garrett Cole got called up 12 years. So was it 10 or 11 years ago? I had seasons then, but I couldn't switch tickets around in time to get there. I made it happen. I went to this game. He pitched a pretty good game. He pitched a pretty good game. I think Shelty pulled him way too early. And then the next three pitchers, Skeens gave up 2 runs or 2 hits, got a first and second loaded. They came out and pulled him with no outs. Next 3 pitchers up,
really
walked in 5 runs. They tied the game. They walked in 5 runs.
Wow.
I like Stranahan stuff.
Seems a lot. Yeah. Stranahan's Blue Peak is my American single malt. Most of their offers are very enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
No.
Except for like their original, like their baseline.
No,
I had that once. I was
Snowflake.
Not really a fan.
Oh, that's from there.
Oh yeah. That's when you met Jack Frost, wasn't it?
I actually didn't meet him. Yeah, we didn't connect, but yeah, he was around. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You didn't see. Yeah, I think you were both at the same thing at the same time. But yeah.
So I may have a Blue Peak down here.
So what you're saying is you
Blue Peak is good. I like the Blue Peak. But the Blue Peak,
I've got a Blue Peak silver.
has nothing on this. Nothing on this.
Snowflake.
The Snowflake. Okay. Yeah, I've heard good things. I remember you talked about that when you picked it up. What was that? A couple years ago? Year and a half? Something like that.
21.
It was a little bit.
21, I think.
21. Okay, so it's been a couple of years.
I think December 21.
Stranahan's.
Cool.
Oh,
this is a year. Oh God.
There was one that Jack Frost sent me.
Solid price point as well. Yeah, most of Stranahan's, they're not outrageous at all.
I like their Diamond Peak.
That's Colorado whiskey.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Colorado.
Yeah, not a bourbon. It's pretty good though. This one, oh my God, this one's good.
It is a single malt.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, this
he
one.
He sent me one that was finished in Irish barrels. It was finished in Irish whiskey barrels.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, they every they changed.
It was unique.
Yeah. I haven't opened. So what they did, it was 21. So at 21, you could buy 2 21 bottles and 2 2020 because they didn't do a COVID bottle. So you could buy 4. Mm-hmm. So I bought 4 and my dad bought 4 that year.
I mean, think about the market. You said they didn't do a COVID bottle.
It
just sounds bad, honestly.
Yeah, they
it's a good thing they didn't do a COVID bottle.
But what it is, because
I know what you mean. But
Stranahan's, for those who don't know, Stranahan's has a very niche market.
Mm-hmm.
Most people around the country, you'll see Stranahan's. It's all right, cool. Every now and then you'll see it in a restaurant. You like it, you don't like it.
Yeah.
But if you know, if you're in their world, so every December they have an event. And they call it Snowflake. So people camp the fuck out in Colorado in December. Snow, ice, weather be damned, doesn't matter. They camp out and buy these bottles. So because the COVID year they didn't release one, or they didn't do the Snowflake, they barreled, but they just never released them. And so in December 21, they released the 2020 bottles as well as 2020 and 21 bottles.
Yeah.
The 20 bottles were. I still have.
So were those literally just aged a year longer, or were they bottled and just sitting around?
I want to say 2 years, but don't hold me to that. It might be a year for their additional aging.
Yeah.
So the other one was tequila and something else. I was like, I bought them, but I hadn't opened them yet. But Jack Frost was trying to buy some. I was like, Don't play. But my dad at the time was like, no, I don't want to sell them yet. Okay. And then we get home, he's like, okay, let's sell them. I was like, we fucked up. We missed out.
You missed out, man.
Look, hey Rob, we paid 120, right?
Yeah.
And they shut the line down by 3:00. We were already in it. And this wasn't, and they didn't allow you to camp out this year.
Jeez.
Officially. So we drove up, everyone was driving up between 4 and 7 in the morning. And we got there at 6:30, and Rob, there was 100 cars in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. But this was the no camp out year. So anyway, by 3:00, line is shut down, everything's done. If you went into any of the whiskey groups, the bottles that we paid 115, they were going for 400, 450.
Wow.
Damn.
I was like, shit. I was like, I don't want to keep mine. I was like, you want to sell them? Nah. Then we got back to the hotels, like, I don't know, I'm thinking. So we went to dinner. Next morning, like, yeah, let's sell it. I was like, you fucked up and missed it now.
Well, already gone.
So I'm gonna read this, and we gotta close out here, but because I'm hungry. James said, I mean, right? I know I've got one. At least one person supports me here. So James said, and sent me some mysterious bottles a while back. Is he still in the mix? I was on with you guys when he made his world debut. It was very interesting. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
We haven't actually seen the Iceman in a little while. I guess he might have moved on from
every now and then I get a weird text from him every blue moon.
Oh yeah, every once in a while, like he would pop on in the chat and stuff like that and talk, and I'll read most of what he says. But yeah, like he's still around. He's not around, but yeah, it's been a little while since he's been active on the show. James, it was fantastic.
James,
really appreciate your comments. Love interacting with people when they get in the comments. It's a lot of fun for me. I just enjoy it. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. This was a lot of fun. Y'all, all the moms, again, happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, James says Grizzly will be back. James, looking forward to you coming back, man. Come join us next Monday.
Hey, get a headset and camera, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Let me know if you want to be a mom.
That's not for him. That's not how that works. Anyway, thank you. Good evening and good night. Y'all been a wonderful audience. Drive like you know each other. Much love. See you next Monday.
Be good to yourself.
Cheers, guys.
Be good to yourself.
And be good to yourselves.
All right, Finley.